What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Magic and Andrew MMA betting show. We've got episode 67, UFC 288 taking place this weekend for the bantamweight title. We've got Henry Cejudo making his comeback versus Aljamain Sterling. But before that, as always, we're going to start from the first fight of the night. And I am very much looking forward to breaking down this card on stream because, sometimes you and me, we talk about the fights, like we text about the fights or whatever. This week, I have no idea what you like. You have no idea what I like, other than maybe like one or two fights. So I'm curious to get your candid reactions. But to start us off, we've got one of your own, Joseph Uglyman Holmes, taking on Claudio Ribeiro. What do you like here? I know you're a big fan of Holmes, so I'm curious to get on him here.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. This looks fucking ridiculous. The background is not fake. Everyone probably thinks it's fake. It's not fake. It's my grandma's house. This looks so fake. I mean, I think can you hear me like correctly? Okay, because I have no mic, I cannot hear myself. Yeah, the disrespect for the ugly man, it's ending here, I think. I actually bet him. Don't you think he's going to like roll a choke? He's fighting a taxi driver. This guy can punch, but he's horrible, bro. Like he's real bad. Yeah, he may die, but we bet numbers. Okay, let's start the podcast the right way. We are betting numbers.
Yeah,
the ugly man inside is a huge number. The ugly man by submission. I mean, that's his move. He gets on the back and he's like basically the blackest Gilbert Burns when he gets on your back. No, I'm joking, but I think he has a path to victory here. He may die, shortening the distance, and he's kind of gay in the clinch. These people that get kneed and hit in the clinch and are like, like, oh, I don't like it. But if he gets an entry or whatever, this guy is going to be in trouble because he fucking sucks. I mean, both suck. Great fight to open the pay-per-view. the classic binary matchup. Violent finish one way or the other. So yeah, I like it.
It's so great to see you playing your part. You're doing the whole ugly man Holmes thing. You took a fight or two off, I think, but it's good to have you back where you belong on the Holmes side.
Yes, I mean, he sucks, but this is the spot probably.
I faded Ribeiro last time out, and I was tempted to again here. I don't know. Like Ribeiro, he does have good leg kicks. He hits hard. Holmes, not a good striker, not really a good wrestler. He's decently sized for the weight. He's decent jiu-jitsu, but I feel like he's going to get leg kicked here. I feel like more often than not, he probably gets hit clean. Like if I had to bet a side here, I'd pick Ribeiro, but I feel like he's going to get knocked out. I'll root for him for your sake, but it's a pass for me.
That's why no one will remember your name.
Hey, I bet against Ribeiro last time. I bet on Al Hassan as an underdog. And
I did too. We have to roll that train.
That's called selling high. Buy low, sell high is the motto. Which here and this takes us to our next fight. Rafael Estevan taking on Zhumagulov. I was gonna pass this fight. I was like, you know what? It's pretty closely lined. Estevan's bigger. He's younger. He looks to grapple. And then it kind of got blown up to minus 200. I'm like, all right, I think it's gone a little bit too far. Zhalgas obviously fought the better competition. He's had some close decisions with good fighters. Haven't necessarily gone his way, but easily could have. I think he's a better striker here. He's a competent grappler. I think Estevan probably fades later on in the fight. I can see this fight going either way because, like I said, Zhalgas is 34. He's a 34-year-old flyweight, which is a little bit past it for that spot. But he has fought guys very closely like Charles Johnson, Jeff Molina, Paiva even. So it's a completely different world that Estevan's coming into here. I think minus 200 is a little bit steep. So I'll probably end up on the Zhalgas side if the price keeps coming up. So, yeah, I'm going to go with him unconfidently.
Yeah, I'm not impressed. This is my grandma's house. It's going to be her birthday, so I have to go to another city. But yeah, it looks actually like a prison. Like the size of this room is prison cell. Probably smaller. This sucks because Talgas has been robbed so many times in the UFC, and the guy has 2 families to feed and all that. I think he has
Yeah,
two wives and 8 sons or something like that.
whatever it is, it's something special.
And yeah, the hair thing is just fucking ridiculous. I thought it was an edit, like for days, and then I saw it was real. This sucks because I think Estevan is going to fuck him up. I think this is a bad fight for him. I think he's going to get beat up. He's not really a big puncher. He is dependent on his volume, as we all know. He's a good fighter, but he just doesn't have that it factor or that big game-changing power or move or really powerhouse wrestling or anything. He's just a very solid fighter everywhere. He's like a 7 at everything. And this Esteban guy, man, this guy can hit. He's on all the juice. He's like the type of Brazilian you want to bet on, you know. He got the juice and he got more than 5 minutes of cardio. He beat the shit out of this crazy guy in Contenders, and that guy he beat wasn't bad at all in my opinion. He was wild and whatever, but yeah, I think Talgas is going to actually retire after this one, sadly. But I'm rooting for him.
Yeah, it's an interesting fight for sure. Next up, Phil Haws taking on Ikram Aliskerov. I think Haws is being massively undervalued. His line is starting to come. What?
I'm like 100% you bet Phil Haws. You love betting on Phil Haws at big numbers. Like, oh yeah, I got Phil Haws at a big number.
He's never been a big number before. This is the first time he's been a big number. He's a favorite.
I mean, a big number related to the closing line. That's your thing. Phil Haws, 3 units plus 700, close minus 250.
No joke. I did get it. I did get him at like plus 250, plus 270, and he's like plus 160, plus 170 right now, which I think in fairness is closer to right. I think it's a close fight. Like Haws is very athletic. He's a good wrestler. He has power. His issues are his chin. I mean, like in his last fight was kind of an injury thing, and then like was minus 400 against Chris Curtis or whatever he was, and he was looking really good, got knocked out. But Aliskerov, not much of it. He's like not a big hitter, and the last time he fought someone with like competent wrestling defense, it ended up being like a split decision over like a cage press split decision over a regional guy. Like Phil Haws he's never been taken down in the UFC. He's a former D1 wrestler. I have a hard time imagining that Aliskerov comes in here and just like takes him down and grinds him out. I think it's an honest fight, and so I think the value's on Haws here. What do you got?
Yeah, I think that line you got is great. It's going to make for an amazing value to it. When Haws gets hit once and dies, like every other fight. Like, don't you think you could knock him out if you got a free shot on him? Like one free shot? Probably I do. I'm being honest. I'm not saying I would beat him in a fight. He probably has like 40 pounds on me. One free shot with the right hand, I put him down. Maybe not out, but I put him down. I'm dead serious. If Phil Haws is down to do it, one free shot, no return. I'm down. We can donate for charity or whatever.
I don't know why he'd do that, but
bro, for charity, for the orphan kids and all that. Why wouldn't he do it? He has the worst chin in the UFC, bro. Like, it's ridiculous. He gets like he doesn't even get hit clean. It's just he starts dancing. He starts break dancing when he gets hit. It's fucking ridiculous. You cannot be a fighter and pretend and want to be the champion in the UFC and you cannot take a punch. And the guy really has everything else pretty much because his cardio has been suspect in the past. But it's kind of strange. He has some good cardio performances and some bad ones. At the same time, I think that the fight against Nasruddin Imavov, I thought his cardio looked good in that one, but it ends up being that Imavov also has shit cardio. So I don't know what to make about that. But yeah, I think it's a good fight until Aliskerov cracks him once and knocks him out, honestly. I don't think Haws is out wrestling him. It's probably a standard fight. I think it's going to be looking good until he's dead. You know what I mean?
I could say it. I mean, I'd play, like I said, I played a big number. And to famously quote you from 10 minutes ago, we're playing numbers here.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you don't have like a good breakdown, it's about the number. People love doing that. No, I'm getting the number I want here. I don't have no breakdown, but the number, bro. Yeah, I think it's a good number. but I wouldn't play it. I played Aliskerov inside.
What was the price there?
I mean, I parlayed it shamelessly because he cannot take a punch, bro. It's ridiculous. I think if you can take it as like a straight or single, whatever you want to call that, I think there is some plus 110 out there at pretty big books. That's a good line. Come on. He's minus 215 or something, right? On the money line.
Down to about minus 190, minus 200. Looking at the screen right now.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to take? Minus 215 or plus money on inside when Phil Haws has him finished in all his fights? Not in all his fights, in all his losses.
Yeah. No, I get it.
No disrespect.
Yeah, I got to throw that out there just in case. What do you think about the Parker Porter versus Braxton Smith fight? I can't believe this is not the main event.
Yeah, if you are betting on this, seek help. There is this telephone where you can call and someone talks to you and talks out of betting and all that.
You know I'm betting on this fight, right? Like for sure.
Yeah, you are probably betting Parker Porter based on volume and durability or some crazy story you are about to tell people and you beat the line and this is ridiculous. I don't want to bet on that. I know the guys perfectly. This guy is super funny. It's going to be a funny fight. Maybe look for a live entry on Parker Porter if he gets out of round one, or the bookies are getting sharper with this. I think they are hiring people that really know MMA to make the lifelines because they are getting much better at lifelines. So if Parker is not dying after 3 or 4 minutes, maybe look for a live entry if the price is good. But yeah, this fight is it's going to be comedy.
All right. Luckily, you guys have me to get a real breakdown of this fight. Braxton Smith has like 5 or 6 minutes of cage time against literal cab drivers. He has there's zero evidence of him having any kind of cardio, any kind of grappling. His striking defense isn't good. He's not a good technical striker. He kind of just like lunges forward and tries to land a big shot, which like I guess he could, but like at plus 150, like that's crazy to me. You have Parker Porter, who, I mean, say what you want. He's 3-2 in the UFC. And I think one of the most constantly disrespected angles, I'm not saying that right, but one of the common themes in mispriced lines is that people underestimate how hard it is to be a 500 level UFC fighter. Like, I can't imagine Braxton Smith being a 500 level UFC fighter. Parker Porter could, I think one takedown is probably the fight. He's proven that he actually can grapple. He's fought legit competition. Yeah, I think this line should be like minus 250. I mean, it's heavyweight. Smith does have some power. He could knock him out in the first round, I guess. I just don't think it happens at a crazy high clip. And Porter could knock him out in the first round too. I mean, he comes in with no defense, and yeah, we'll see what happens. But I like Parker Porter here. Moving on, Marina Rodriguez taking on Virna Jandiroba. What do you got for this?
Bro, how do you not take Jandiroba to finish this? This line is insane. Like this, I saw the money lines and I was like, okay, fair enough, I guess. Money was coming in on Jandiroba. Why is Jandiroba inside plus 400? I think we are giving away too much already in this episode. But why is Jandiroba inside plus 400 when her money line is plus 110, plus 1.5 and going down? That's ridiculous. If she wins, it's predicated on being on top. And if she's on top, she's going to submit Marina. I don't know what Mackenzie then was doing on top of Marina. That was absurd. But the disparity on jiu-jitsu is... Like, Jandiroba is a good submission grappler. She's also terrifying. You never know when she's getting... Like, you never know when she's fainting or not, because one eye is looking up, one eye is looking down.
I was waiting for that.
She's playing with that. And then she gets on the entry and bam, you are dead. She got your arm. Terrifying fighter. You see that Paulo Costa is like bullying her online all the time for no reason at all.
Do you remember when Dylan Dennis went on Ariel's show and he saw the picture of Jandiroba and he's like, "This is
that's the best video I have ever seen in my life, bro."
Yeah, that was insane. That was insane.
I like Jandiroba here. I think you have to take her inside, and if she gets stuck on the feet and gets beat up by Marina, whatever. I wouldn't play Marina inside because if she can get the fight on the feet for 3 rounds, she probably makes you sweat a finish that doesn't happen or something. Doesn't go is not a bad look, I think, either. It's a big number. I don't really get the numbers in this fight.
Yeah, I like Jandiroba at the early price. I think she's a clear grappling path here. Rodriguez is an okay defensive wrestler, but once you get her down, like she does not have much on her back. And I mean, the current line, I don't really know. I'm still picking Jandiroba. I don't know if I'd play a plus 110, plus 120 because I do think it's a fight that could go either way. But I think early price Jandiroba was pretty crazy, like plus 150, plus 175.
Play the drop.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad look because, like I said, Marina Rodriguez, once she's on her back, like she does not have. Do you agree? Like she does not have much off her back.
Yeah, I mean, you can get the action you want on the prop. Like, how much are you going to bet on this to the public? I mean, what? How much do you want? 1,000? You can get that, no problem. Or 2,000?
You asking me?
Yeah, there's nobody else here, Andrew.
You said to the public, so I didn't know what you meant.
No, I mean, tell to the public, how much do you want on Jandiroba by inside the distance? 2K, 3K, you can get whatever. It's a lie that you cannot get action on props.
Yeah, I think so, especially for a pay-per-view card like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, we both like Jandiroba here. Chaos Williams versus Ronaldo Bedoya. I don't really have much to say about this one. Chaos should knock him out. The other guy is pretty green still. That's about the extent of what I have to say.
Yeah, this sounds like you didn't do tape, Andrew.
Oh, I taped it. The other guy, I wasted my time. I wish I didn't. Wasted my time, but yeah, I did.
Bro, my grandma knows everything. She's a big degenerate. I think this is going to be one of these spots where you are like, whoa, I got so much value on Ronaldo Bedoya and he was on top and he got top 10 and this and that, and then he randomly dies because this Chaos Williams, I have given up on him, bro. He's the most stupid fighter in the sense of outcomes that I have ever seen in my life. He's not good at MMA. Do you think he's good at MMA?
I probably undervalued him a little bit in the beginning. Like he's a big hitter, and he's decently athletic, but yeah, that's about what I would say.
Yeah, me too. I was like, wow, Alex Morono is going to take the hood out of this guy. This is going to be a big tournament. He fucking died. Yeah, I have nothing yet. Maybe I end up taking some Bedoya if the line keeps climbing. I don't think this guy is horrible or anything, and he has some top time upside, I think. Chaos is pretty bad. I mean, he keeps finding finishes, but it has been stupid finishes too. Like, he's a ridiculous fighter all around. Not as a fighter, you know, like the outcomes he produces. A strange fighter. But I have nothing yet. Yeah, I have seen people saying that this guy is like flexing on Instagram and things like that. Chaos Williams. I don't know what they mean. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't mean he's not training or anything. People make narratives out of nothing.
Oh yeah. I get what you're saying now. Devin Clark taking on Kennedy in Zach Chukwu. I'm picking Clark here. I think he's gonna get takedowns. Kennedy kind of a flake sometimes. He has shown. I think Kennedy's gonna get back up, but I think Clark's gonna grind on him in the clinch. Kennedy's super long for the very big for the division, but he doesn't really use his reach. He's an okay striker, but he was competitive at distance with some people who aren't top of the mill. Devin Clark, you kind of know what you're getting with him. If he goes out there and attempts takedowns, I think it's going to be a close fight. I think he can grind on Kennedy. Kennedy could knock him out. He's big. He's a hitter. Devin Clark also at the same time, like we've seen him not really show up before, but it's a gamble I'm willing to take at the current price. So I like Clark.
I like the under and I like doesn't go. I think if Kennedy is a strange fighter, sometimes he looks fragile, you know. But Clark is kind of explosive early, can punch a little bit. But if Clark doesn't take him out early, I think Kennedy is going to be all over him. Like Kennedy is not like Dawn Jung. I don't know what Dawn Jung was trying to do, but that was his fight to lose. To this day, I believe that. Okay, great bet on Clark, whoever bet him or whatever, but that was a ridiculous performance, in my opinion. This guy is not going to be there standing looking at him. He has an actually functional jab. He's a volume fighter. He's bigger and he's aggressive. And I think most of the time this ends with Kennedy on top of him, punching him or rolling a choke. I didn't play submission because he didn't submit Carl Robertson, and he had all the chances in the world, and Robertson has an uncanny ability to get submitted, and he didn't do it. But I think that may happen here. But yeah, I'm going to pick Kennedy inside. I didn't bet that. I have doesn't go. I think it's going to be a good fight.
Do you remember the Kennedy versus Jung fight?
Yeah, he hit him like once with the right hand, and he was like my guy froze, like the meme. You know that meme? My guy froze. He hasn't moved in 40 seconds. He hit him with the right. I think he hurt him bad or something. It was very awkward. He has to stay like this.
Dude, Kennedy didn't even throw a punch before that. Like, I remember I bet Kennedy, and I was watching that fight. I was in the car going somewhere, and I was like, all right, here we go. And he was just like,
I remember you bet Kennedy.
For like 2 minutes, then he gets punched, and then he just kind of.
But that was before we had all this information on Dawn Jung, you know. He was suddenly fighting a gigantic Bruce Lee, and he didn't know what kind of juice he had, so he like lured him into the trap. He was petrified.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I'm gonna skip the Provol fight for a minute. I asked Cheese Roll if he's available. I forgot to text him earlier, but I'll skip.
I forgot that. Yeah, the Cheese Roll is coming.
I don't know. He told me to send him the link, and I literally just forgot until now. So.
He's all day on Twitter. This guy doesn't have a job. He's like
he's helping.
He's Matt's personal cheerleader and Twitter personality. That's what the Cheese Roller does.
He's helping with the weight cut right now.
Great guy, the Cheese Roller.
What do you make of Crone Gracie's return to the octagon, taking on Charles Jourdain?
This guy, Crone Gracie, funny guy. Don't you think he's a funny guy? I really like the guy.
He's weird.
But he's like the classic jiu-jitsu guy, like old school, that is either training jiu-jitsu or surfing or getting into a street fight or something, but at the same time, he's like, oh, peace of mind, blah, blah, blah. A strange guy, yeah. He was saying that the fight should be no rounds or no time limit or 15 limits all straight or whatever. I was like, yeah, great strategy because you're a fucking zombie. You just want to outlast people. I think Jourdain can lead him up at space, but Jourdain doesn't have the same tools that Swanson has in the terms of boxing and footwork. And Jourdain, when he fights, a lot of times he's countering on. I don't know how to say this in English. I know how to say this in Spanish. You know when people are countering on contact? You know what I mean?
No.
You should know because you did like that boxing sparring session.
Countering on contact?
That doesn't exist. I just made that up to explain myself, okay? So if I know you, imagine you are like jabbing me.
Okay.
I can sleep and counter you.
Okay.
When people like cover completely, like in MMA, because in boxing your gloves are super big, and in MMA you'll see people going like this to cover the temple and to cover the back of the ear. You know when they cover, like Justin Gaethje. Gaethje is looking at the floor, but he knows if he feels a hit here, it means you are here. You know what I mean? That's countering. Yeah. So he throws. That's what Jourdain does a lot of the time. He covers in awkward ways. And I think at some point, Crone is going to be able to take his back. But yeah, at space, Jourdain probably can lead him up. I just don't know if he has the discipline to fight the 15 minutes he needs or to get him out really. And Crone is a stupid durable man. And he also he was like, hey, I took a fucking beating, so I'm going to take 17 years off and come back, and now he's fucking ready to take another beating. So Jourdain better watch out, bro. I like Crone inside plus 200. I think that's a good number for a fight that's going to be a war, and he probably only needs one back take. And everybody has got chances at grappling Jourdain relatively easily, and a back take with time is probably the fight. But yeah, I could see it both ways. He's a dog. I think he gets the back and submits him.
This is like saying that Ngannou's KO or bust. Like, yeah, he's a submission guy. That's what he does.
I don't know. If it was like 10 rounds, I think Crone is live for a decision. Just based on pure fucking will, sheer, and commitment. You know what I mean? Like half his face falling off.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I like Crone here. I think it kind of depends on how the fight plays out. I know it's a weird thing to say because you can say that about any fight, but Crone kind of just like walked forward and decided to strike with Cub Swanson. And I know that Cub is a better grappler than Jourdain by a substantial margin. So I think that has to be taken into consideration also. Another thing too, like it's kind of crazy to see Crone coming in as like a big underdog here. He was like a good size favorite in every one of his fights prior to this. So I know he's coming off of a layoff, but I just think against a guy like Jourdain, who's not much of a grappler, and he's also pretty wild and sporadic in his movements. And like you said, it might only take one back take. Like if he gets on top, it's in my opinion, it's at the very least the round and maybe the fight. I know Crone's not a great wrestler, but he makes stuff happen in scrambles. And I think he could. I think he's going to get this one done. And like I said, there are some question marks. He is coming off that layoff, but it's not like he's coming back at 40 years old. Like he moved, he's been training, he said. So we'll see. He's an elite jiu-jitsu guy at the end of the day. And he could lose on the feet. He could submit him on the mat. And it's one of those fights where I could see it going either way, but I tend to lean towards the grappling side.
So you bet him?
Yeah.
Just to clarify, people are really slow. I don't know if people understood what I said about countering on contact, but I think the explanation was pretty good.
Solid. I think Jimmy said that they're still cutting weight.
What?
Cheese roller?
Oh. His real name's Jimmy?
Jimmy.
Jimmy?
Yeah.
There's no way that guy is called Jimmy.
Jimmy
or Jamie? Like Jimmy? Jim?
Jimmy.
He's just roller for me forever. No way he's Jimmy.
So he's not coming. He literally just sent me a picture of Matt cutting weight. What do you think is going to happen in the Dober versus Matt Provol fight?
It's great that my friend that just didn't come here because I think his brother's going to die. No disrespect, I think he's a great guy. I like Matt too. Great guy on Twitter to everyone. One of these fighters that interacts with people like in a good way. No big ego, no nothing. He's a nice guy. But I think like this is... I have bet on Matt Frevola many times. And he has cashed sometimes. But I bet him a lot of times like, Matt, you have a gigantic grappling edge. And he just banks, bro. And he's out here on Fight Week saying his plan is to knock out Dober and give him his first knockout loss. Bro, like 500,000 people have tried before and they all died. What makes you think that you are going to get into a war with Dober and knock him out? If he mixes the wrestling and the transitions, punching inside, wrestling again, maybe he's live, but I mean, everyone gets knocked out at some point if they keep getting hit like Dober, but he has a ridiculous chin and he has the edge in power too, probably volume and cardio too. I like Dober here a lot. I have him by a knockout. I put him in a parlay. I will be really surprised if Dober loses this.
Yeah, I really don't want to break down this fight at all.
I'm cool with them too, but I'm not fake. You know what I mean? I think he's going to get knocked out.
I'm not either, and I would never say something that I don't think is going to happen. But like, it's kind of awkward for me because I'm friendly with Matt and I'm friendly with Drew also. So they're both good fighters. I could see it turning into a war. Dober on paper does seem to have a little bit better hardware. Like you said, he's extremely durable. But I honestly thought going into tape that I would like Drew a little bit more than I did. I could see it being a war, and like, if it doesn't happen early, I feel like once they kind of settle into the timing that it could just be like a bang fest. I think at this point you would agree with me that it's fair to say you can't really rely on Matt to wrestle, right? Like, I mean,
bro, I was like, this is the fight. He's going to grapple this fraud fighter and gas him. No, he comes out and bangs. Okay, it went well, but he could have died.
No, 100%. But I think it's pretty safe to say this is going to be a striking fight for the most part. And either guy can land. It's just when you land on Dober,
nothing happens.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to say that. I was like, when you land on Dober, he kind of just like keeps going. And like the times where Matt's been knocked out, I feel like the McKinney one, it was just like right off the bat. I don't think he necessarily has like bad striking defense or anything. Like he just gets into wars and like with a guy like McKinney who's super athletic and super like fast twitch, especially in those first few minutes, like that could definitely happen. But yeah, this is a fight that's very good for the fans. I have no bets on it, and I'll just be enjoying this one from the sidelines.
I don't know if you can trust this guy anymore, guys. He's clearly letting his emotions get into his handicapping. This is a clear spot for Drew Dober.
No, I would have bet either side if I felt like I had an edge. I bet Matt in his past 2 fights. I bet Armin against Matt like inside the distance or whatever back in the day. So it's not like I'm afraid to bet against him or anything. I just think like it's a hard fight to predict.
I don't. I think they are going to exchange, and one guy is like 90% in that situation, pretty much.
I'll say.
My favorite Dober fight is the Rafael Alves fight, bro.
That was ridiculous.
This guy is out here like doing Mortal Kombat moves and shit, and Dober just kept punching him in the liver, and that was the fight.
I thought you were gonna say the Bobby Green fight.
I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, of the rest of the fights, I mean, every fight where Bobby Green gets knocked out, loses badly, loses a robbery. My favorite is when he gets robbed. Yeah, Bobby Green, always against Bobby Green.
Next up, this is a fight I'm excited for, and I feel pretty strongly about it. We've got Yan Xiaonan taking on Jessica Andrade. What do you make of this?
I think this girl is getting better very fast. And Andrade is like, she gets hit a ton. I think she needs his grappling here to cover her line. If not, on the feet, I actually favor Jan, honestly. Andrade is a huge hitter and all that, but when she abuses people, she's abusing bad strikers or bad people. And when she faces good strikers, she gets lit up until she can get, even with her physicality, and finally with her physicality and power, overwhelm everyone. But yeah, I think Jan is the side here. I wouldn't be shocked if she just face plants Andrade or something. Like, she hits hard and she's fast, and Andrade is there to be hit. This is going to be a great fight. This Chinese girl, she got a lot of dog in her, bro. I think like she's coming to fight here.
A lot of what? Oh, dog in her. I didn't hear what you said.
I just realized there were no intentions behind saying there was a lot of dog inside someone from China, okay?
Oh, Jesus. That's not what I meant. I just couldn't understand you.
Yeah. She's game.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. I think I'm picking one outright here. Like, she's plus 170, which to me is like an auto bet, but I feel like she's the better striker. I feel like she's improving. I think she's improved her grappling. It's not like Andrade is powerful. She comes forward, yeah, but like technically speaking, Jan's the better kickboxer here. Like I feel like pretty clearly.
It's like women's MMA is like 20 years behind male's MMA in terms of So we are in the Chuck Liddell era. Jessica Andrade is Chuck Liddell. You know what I mean? And now the people that actually know how to MMA are coming, right, and she's fucked. The physicality and the power is going to start not working, and she's going to start losing more fights. It's not a fake background, bro. Mm-hmm. It just looks very awkward.
Yeah, so I like Jan here. I think she's going to get it done. Gilbert Burns versus Bilal Muhammad.
Yeah, if Gilbert loses this, I'm going to suicide.
Yeah, I mean, we just can't have Bilal get a title shot. Like it
cannot happen. Like,
it's bad for the brand. It's bad for the sport.
It's bad for everyone. Like,
yeah.
If God lets Barnes lose this fight, he's definitely fraudulent. You know what I mean? I'm surprised at this line. I was expecting a different line. Like, what is this line? Who's betting Bilal? Hamas is laundering money for sure or something. Do you know Hamas?
Yeah, I do.
I think they're trying to launder here. Why does this line keep coming down? I was expecting something like in the minus 200 Barnes range. And then we go from there, but awkward fight. Awkward line, not awkward fight. I think Barnes has him covered pretty badly everywhere. Like, what is Belal going to do? He's going to take him down. He's going to act like the floor is lava. And on the feet, like Barnes is much faster, much more powerful. I mean, he's better. I don't know how Belal loses this fight outside of forcing a huge pace, not dying, and maybe taking over late. I think that's Belal's avenue. But yeah, it's not like, I think this is the Luke fight, but he cannot touch the ground, to save himself. You know what I mean? So yeah, basically that.
Yeah, I'm picking Burns as well here. This is when's the last time Bilal's fought a grappler like close to the caliber of Gilbert Burns? Like, he fought Sean Brady. It was a striking fight, and like,
Yeah, but
Brady, he's not much of a striker.
Belal's record isn't all that, and everybody that likes Belal and Belal himself love acting like he's like the undeniable next contender, the big thing coming out of Palestine. Okay, bro. Who has he beat? Sean Brady? Sean Brady was
good win.
Yeah, he was good, but he has nothing on the feet. He was making Michael Chiesa look like Muhammad Ali. Like, for real, bro. He was going life and death with Michael Chiesa on the feet. So yeah, I think he has to get success late, force a crazy pace. And, I think Gilbert is going to fuck him up, and I hope he does.
Me too. I think that I don't see either guy wrestling consistently. I think Belal might try to mix it in, but it's going to be one of those situations where, like, if he's going to go to the ground, it has to be in like the right positions. You know what I mean? Like, if he when Chimaev took down Burns a couple times,
there's like, when you are grappling someone the level of Barnes, there is no right position. Chimaev took him down, and he was elbowing him a bit when he got him hurt. And when they were like settled a little bit, and he felt Barnes trying to manipulate his arms and everything, Chimaev was like, "Oh, fuck off! I don't want none of this." I don't think Belal is safe in his guard.
Are people really like weighing the fact that he trained with Khabib into the line? Like, that's kind of crazy.
They let him train with them once in Abu Dhabi or whatever, and now Belal thinks he's from Chechnya. And calls them their brothers and all that.
Yeah, I don't really think you could, even if they were training together, it's not like he just magically takes his like physicality and skill set.
Maybe they use same
manager. But he was already on. I mean, I'm allegedly.
Yeah, I saw a pic the other day of his first Luke fight. Maybe his head has doubled in size. He may need to move up soon just based on the size of his head. He's on that Manny Pacquiao HGH diet. Yeah, I know it, Belal. I know it. You know it. Ali knows it. Everybody knows it. Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. But I'm picking Burns as well.
Do you think Belal has a good chin? I think that's a myth.
I wouldn't say it's good or bad. I think it's pretty average, right? Like, when's he ever really get hit that hard? Like Jeff Neal, maybe?
Jeff Neal lit him up, got him bad a lot of times. He was hurt in that fight. Vicente Luque knocked him out into 2047.
Yeah.
He was dead. It was a different month when he got hit and when he got down finally. He fell in a slow motion. And then in the Luque fight, he barely got hit and Luque put him on skates once. Yeah. Leon Edwards made him cry. I don't think he has a good chin. I think Vance is going to fuck him up so bad. I'm going to be disappointed if he doesn't fuck him up.
Your tweet was so funny about if you had to choose between Burns and
maybe people think this is a joke.
Yeah, no, I'm picking Burns as well here. Fun fact, the last time Belal lost a fight, I was there, and I'm going to be there again. So,
are you going to the fight?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the New Jersey card. I forgot for a moment. Of course, yeah. The president of New Jersey is going to be there. The president of the New Jersey Mafia.
No comment there. Main event, Aljamain Sterling taking on Henry Cejudo. I know this is two of your favorite fighters, so it's probably hard to pick. But gun to your head, who are you taking in this one and why?
I hope you jump can you jump the cage if Belal is winning?
Yeah, I got you.
Like force it to be a no contest.
Real quick, just Belal beat Thompson too. Just saying.
I mean,
Anyway.
how is that? Like he was beating the shit out of Masvidal. And everybody was saying that was not everybody, but like, oh, this is a 50-55, blah blah blah. He could have finished.
He dominated Magny too.
But he didn't take any risk. If he fights that fight at pace from round one, Masvidal doesn't make it to the end. He was fucking him up. Yeah.
What do you like in the main event, if anything?
I hate this fight.
You hate this fight because someone has to win, right?
Yeah, we skipped the Evloev fight. That's true.
I have nothing to say on it. If you have something to say, go ahead.
So that's the second fight Andrew hasn't taped. I think I'm going to have a hot take here. I think this fight, Diego Lopez is a much more difficult fight. Maybe not much more, but I think it's a more difficult fight than Bryce Mitchell for Evloev. I'm dead serious.
That's like a crazy take. There's no way.
It's not a crazy take. I capped Evloev minus 1,000 against Bryce. I told you. I'm dead serious.
This is ridiculous.
I'm dead serious. I was going to max bet Evloev at minus 275 in a parlay, 10 units. I'm dead serious. I think Evloev is over 90% against Bryce. Bryce has nothing for him.
Yeah, it's very biased.
Yeah, Magic hates Bryce. Like when Magic told you Topuria wasn't going to be competitive and Topuria raped him. I'm that serious. I think it's the worst fight for Bryce in the whole division, maybe. Maybe outside of Topuria, it's Volkanovski, Topuria, and Evloev. Bryce has nothing for them. Like it's back to the farm or whatever. He did the right thing.
I think that's an honest fight. I think Bryce is better than you think he is. I was on.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He's a guy that went life and death with Bobby Moffett or some shit, and then people started acting like he was crazy good. Oh yeah,
Bobby Moffitt's not a bad grappler.
He hit. Yeah, Bobby Moffett won that fight. He got robbed, bro. I bet Bobby Moffett. Like he got fucking robbed. And then he submitted Matt Sales, this overweight guy, and everybody's like, oh, Bryce Mitchell, the great white hope. He's not all that. Why? Because he kept Philly down for 2 rounds, and then the corpse of Edson Barboza on the ground. Come on, man. I'm that serious. It's not a joke. I think Evloev is minus 1,000 versus Bryce.
Hopefully we get to see it at some point. Any angle here with his new matchup?
Diego Lopez, there are not a lot of lines, but if Lopez by submission is like an absurd line, like 15-1, I mean, that's serious. What?
It's a must.
At 15-1? Yeah. Diego Lopez nationalism.
Yeah, I mean,
I may do it. I don't know what's the line right now.
Minus 1,000.
Plus 600. Diego Lopez. He's a big guy too. This guy is not bad. I think he fought a really stupid fight against Joanderson Brito in contenders, but he's a better fighter than Joanderson Brito. He's more difficult than Bryce.
That's crazy to me.
Okay, we'll see.
Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Hopefully Bryce makes a quick recovery. Main event, what do you got?
How long is Bryce going to be running from good fighters, bro?
Dude, he was going to take the 2 hardest fights in the division outside of the champ. What do you mean?
Topuria fucked him up, okay.
But he took that fight like
and then he was like, oh, I had the flu or some shit. I had the flu, bro. I had him right where I wanted. Then JSP, what happened? JSP got injured.
Yeah, JSP went running. That was gonna be a all in.
No, JSP broke his knee, right, or something. Yeah, he then went running. JSP headbutts the danger, bro. He doesn't go running anywhere. Okay, the main event is like, I don't really like this fight. It's a good fight, but this is not going to sell. I think this paper is going to tank.
You think? I think it's a pretty good card.
Belal is certainly not carrying this pay-per-view. I think Barnes has a lot of fans, and he just fought Masvidal, and that's probably going to save this pay-per-view. I'm honest. I'm being honest. I don't think Sterling or Cejudo are a draw.
No, I don't either. They're not draws, but it's a deep card though. Like I feel like between
300K,
maybe 5.
Oh, that's a lot. I think.
I don't know, it's not a top heavy card, but it's very well rounded. I think like
the card is good.
Gracie, Dober versus Provol is a banger. Andrade versus Jan should be good. Obviously Bilal versus Burns.
Yeah, it's better now. Now that Teflov got a better fight too, it's better.
Come on, grow up.
I think Sterling is being overpriced here because he beat a guy with one arm. A guy with one arm that I bet last time. I didn't have like an initial lean for the fight, like a strong one. I usually do, but then I did the tape and I'm like, this is still the same guy that got a gift against Peter Jan after being beat up. Second fight, I think he lost. He got given the decision. I think he lost. I think he lost quite clearly, but okay, whatever. But after that fight, we all agreed that in a rerun, Jan was going to be minus 250 again or something like that. Like Sterling maximized his path to victory and all that and still couldn't finish, whatever. Sterling needs this fight on the ground with him on top. Don't you agree?
No.
You think Sterling is fine on the feet?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what's going to happen on the feet exactly, okay? I know striking is not your realm, your grappling guy. So today you are going to learn this and also countering on contact.
Go on.
Cejudo is going to do what he did to Dominic Cruz. He's going to be either too far or too close, and he's going to be kicking his legs hard as shit. That's what's going to happen. He's going to do his karate stupid bullshit juice guy like the Pitbull brothers with the right hand and kicking hard as fuck. Yeah, sprawl and brawl. That guy's right. Jan fucked up in the second fight, considering his back like that a couple times. I think Cejudo is going to fight an intelligent fight. I hate Henry. He's fucking unbearable. But he's a smart guy, intelligent guy when he's in the cage. He has good game plans. He has a great doctor. He's always in great shape. I think he's going to fight an intelligent fight, punish Sterling, not get taken down or back taken. I think he probably finishes late. But if Sterling gets on his back, I don't know what's going to happen because I don't know where Cejudo's jiu-jitsu defensively is at, really. I don't think he's going to be an easy guy to get down. I don't think Sterling is taking him down. Maybe he can get an awkward back take or something, you know what I mean? Like he did Sandagen. But I think Henry is going to fight an intelligent fight and win by late stoppage and then lose to Peter Jan. And then the equilibrium will be restored in the universe and everything will be in its place.
Yeah, it's a fascinating fight. I get why there's people on both sides of it. I'm personally picking Aljo. I think a couple key factors here. Obviously, Cejudo's 36 years old, coming off of a 3. That was going to be my second one. Cejudo's 36 years old, coming off of a 3-year layoff. That being number one. Number two, size. Sterling is a massive 135-pounder. Like, he's huge. You saw him today. He took his shirt off at the press conference, and he's jacked out of his mind. 7-inch reach advantage, fighting a former flyweight. And I obviously love Henry. He's a former Olympic champ wrestler. Like, I remember when I was a kid, and he was 21 and won the Olympics. Like, it was crazy. And yeah, he had his time in the UFC. He had a really successful UFC career. But how often do you see people come back at an older age at a lightweight class and do well? I read some stat that people that are 35 or older fighting for a belt between flyweight and welterweight are like 2-22 in their last like however many years. It's a tough ask. And like,
how many of those are Frankie Edgar?
21 of them. No, but it's funny because the 2 wins are Woodley. Like, you know how I said 2-22, whatever. The 2 wins are Woodley at 170. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm not a narrative guy, but it's important to recognize data and trends. And I mean, in regard to what you're saying about the striking, like if you look at the stats, Sterling lands more strikes per minute, higher striking accuracy, but less strikes absorbed per minute. And that's all at 135 versus 125. Cejudo's two 135 fights are Marlon Moraes and Dominic Cruz, which, like, nothing against them, but those are not like he didn't have to go through a lot of these guys that Aljamain Sterling had to go through. It's a different ballgame.
Sterling got Sandagen, okay, I'll give him that. The Jan victories, both fraudulent.
Not the second one.
The second one was like whatever. He didn't deserve the decision. Do you agree?
It could have went either way. At the time, I thought Jan won. When I watched it back, I was like, yeah, it could go either way.
I mean, don't you think Jan kind of covered?
No.
Even if he, I mean, I worded that badly. If they fought again, the line would be the same. Like Sterling maximized his path.
Okay, I'll say this. I bet on Jan the second time, and I would never make that bet again.
I would. Easily.
I mean, I'm not doubting you would.
And the last fight, I bet Dillashaw against him. I thought Dillashaw, if healthy, was a horrible fight for him, and that was what it was. Whatever, yeah, he had no shoulder or whatever. That doesn't mean anything. I think Henry, if he's not looking super old, I think he's a bad fight for Sterling. He's kind of the Jan fight, but with more explosive defensive wrestling and maybe more powerful kicking, something like that. Jan is obviously going to box you way worse and with more volume, but it's kind of a similar style matchup. Not, but yes, you know what I mean. Yeah. It's that phenotype of fighter.
Yeah, and obviously, like Cejudo's a gamer. He's very smart, high fight IQ. Like he's gonna bring it. Like I don't doubt that at all. I think it's a good fight. I lean Aljo though. I'm picking him to get it done. But like it wouldn't shock me, you know. I just think that given like the physical advantages, the layoff, like I have to make Sterling my favorite.
I don't agree with you saying that Sterling lands. Okay, he can land whatever he wants on CompuBox or whatever that is.
What did I say?
Or fight stats that he lands a lot. He spams volume. He doesn't land shit. He doesn't hurt anyone. Like if he starts doing that, he's going to get like fucking bonked here.
I'm not saying he hurts. I'm not saying he hurts people. Like he actually doesn't have any standing knockdowns recently to speak of. But
I think he has the record, right? No. The record of punches in the UFC without a knockdown landed is Belal Muhammad. And the second one is Sterling, I think. Someone check that up. Pull that up, Jamie. We need the guy for these things. Pull that up, Jamie.
I'm looking at the stats right now. Sterling has never had a standing knockdown in the UFC.
I think it's second in number of punches without a knockdown. And I think Belal is first for sure. Ferocious puncher out of Palestine.
Ferocious puncher out of Palestine. Yeah, it's a good fight. I'm excited. I think I forgot to put this one up.
Yeah,
here, but
I think the card is going to be very good.
Yeah, it's a deep card, like I said.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I don't know. I feel like it goes to decision more often than not. But if I don't know what Henry's bottom game looks like at all, like he's not much of a jiu-jitsu guy. Like now,
I don't have a side in the goes doesn't go. I didn't take anything, but at this price, I would take doesn't go. I think Cejudo is going to fight. Yeah, I agree. I think Cejudo is going to fight an intelligent fight and kick him a lot. And then when he's tired, I think this is going to look more like the first Jan fight in some ways. But Cejudo is going to be kicking hard, and Jan doesn't really kick that hard. It's a different type of kicking. Cejudo goes for your calf. You know what I mean?
He's gonna have to get in that range. He's at a 7-inch reach disadvantage.
Yeah, but he bounces like a power ball. He's on all the juice.
I mean, I was gonna say they both probably are, but
yeah, I just out of his mind. You are so politically correct. Like your dream is probably going to is like ending up on SPN talking about MMA, and you cannot have some bad fights like in
I'm already living the dream.
Okay, you're living the dream. You are in the mafia, whatever. But yeah, you absolutely hate that. You want to have 0 bad clips. It's impossible, Andrew. At some point,
it's impossible for me to have a bad clip because I'm never wrong.
At some point, I'm going to make you sleep, and that's going to follow you forever. And that's it. You are out of SPN.
I don't want to work for ESPN. I don't want to work for anyone ever again, really.
Yeah, Aljamain is heavy on the front leg. It's the same.
Relatively. What do we got for questions?
I don't know. Yeah, MMA went to shit. Yes, yeah, I watched it. No, I didn't watch it, but this was on. There was this channel MTV that exists in America, right? MTV.
Yeah.
there was MTV for it's not on now, but it was for a long time on Spain, and they were showing all time on repeat, 4 hours a day episodes of Jersey Shore. I have watched a lot, like in the summers when I was like 15 or something, in the village. Jersey Shore.
It's a great show.
I liked Pauly D. The taxis are here.
Oh man, that's funny. I don't know. This is how long ago is this? I feel like it was like
A lot
20
of years ago. I was like a teenager.
Let's see.
Maybe 15 years ago.
This happened in 2015, November 2015. So I was 18 years old. Maybe I did.
2015. There is no way that was 2015, bro.
Yeah.
No, there's no way Jersey Shore started in 2015.
Oh, I thought I'm talking about Holly Holm versus Ronda Rousey.
T-shirt time. The taxis are here. That was a funny guy. Have you seen? I have posted.
You really still make the show, right?
I don't know, bro. I don't watch this.
No, I think they like took a break for a while and came back.
They were
like
gym tan and laundry. Because I watched it in Spanish, but in English it must have been like gym tan and laundry or something like that. They were funny.
That's
they were like retarded but good people. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, that was the prime.
I have posted that pic a couple of times. It's one of my favorite memes on Twitter. Like it's Pauly D talking on some TV program, and the headline is DJ Pauly D on inflation. He was on TV talking about inflation. Yeah, where are the questions? I don't have a DJ parlay yet. I think
I don't either.
Do it.
That's right.
I'm going to do it right now. No problem. It's going to have some sort of Belal getting finished.
Yeah, can't wait to hear it. It's just Belal or Burns inside 60 seconds.
Belal to cry, plus 800.
Minus 200.
I can't believe Belal blocked me, bro. After all this time.
Yeah.
After all these tweets he stole from me.
I think the next fight for Shavkat is Belal after Burns beats him.
Yeah, we have plans for Belal. I talked with Uncle Dana and we have plans for Belal. It's going to be like Barnes, Shavkat, and then Usman, like a get good fight for Usman. Yeah, those three, and then it's off to Bellator. And I don't think Bellator is going to take him. Maybe PFL. PFL get knocked out a couple times by Rai Cooper, and then go back home to open a kebab or something.
I feel like we probably talked about this topic more than any other topic in the history of the podcast. Like it's got to be number one most talked about. Can you think of anything else?
It's going to be Shavkat.
Maybe Tank and Garcia. That's the only thing we've talked about.
I was so upset at that. Like fucking Garcia. I was watching it a bit drunk, just a bit, and I was like, what did he go down from? That was absurd.
Someone needs to find the clip. Someone needs to find the clip of me on here saying Tank in 7.
But have you seen this guy that went out and said that he injured Garcia in sparring? Like that looked like he had a heart rip or something. People are like, oh, liver shot, kung fu technique, blah blah blah. That wasn't a body shot to fold someone, the way he hit it. But okay, that happened. I was upset about Rakimov.
I talked about you being a bitch more, bro. Rakimov was the one who was supposed to fight who? Oh no, that was the one that was a split decision.
Rakimov boxed Joe Cordina, but it was in Wales, in Cordina's home. The referee was Cordina's cousin. The judges were Cordina's cousins too. It was a close fight, but I thought Rakimov won. He outfought him. Yeah. Unlucky to lose the plus 200 whatever. It was a good bet. I'm trying to make a parlay here. I think I'm going to go Ugly Man Jones by submission has to be here.
Who?
Ugly Man by submission.
Oh yeah. That's your guy.
Aliskerov by knockout because it's going like he may knock himself out by himself. Phil Haws. Maybe he sleeps and hits his head and it's over. Jandiroba by submission. This already pays a lot.
You want to hear a hot take while we're just sitting here chit chatting?
You probably mean a horrible take, right?
I think there's a better shot that Phil Haws knocks out Aliskerov than if Aliskerov knocks out Phil Haws.
Yeah. Andrew has lost his mind. It's official. I'm going to ride with this one. What is the limit? The limit is probably going to be shit in this book.
I agree. He is. He will learn the hard way. Some people need to learn the hard way.
Yeah, he's been conditioning his chin, right?
You remember the video of Luke Rockhold like going like that? Luke Rockhold was trying
to. I'm worried about Luke Rockhold.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to end in a good way.
I didn't have a chance to watch XMMA. I agree, Hector.
Well, it doesn't need to be good. I was dead serious when I said I will knock him down. With a free shot. I'm not saying in a fight. Give me a free shot with the right hand, I knock him down.
I need to see
I've got a good right hand, Andrew. You keep disrespecting me, but I've got a good right hand.
I'm going to see if I know anyone who knows Phil Haws. This is great pick. I'm going to see if I know anyone who knows Phil Haws, and we'll see if we can make that punch happen. What if it was – all right.
Oh, Phil Haws looks like I was going to say something fucked up. Listen, if you say that guy's going to shoot me or something or try to kill me or something.
No. I have a good idea. This is fair. Just hear me out. You get to hit him once in the face, but he gets to give you one free leg kick.
Yeah, fuck off.
That's fair. Like, you wouldn't die or anything.
Have you ever been, like, leg kicked?
Yeah.
You're lying.
Why would I lie about that?
Who leg kicked you? Your friend Jake? I'm talking a professional fighter.
No, just like probably like an amateur fighter.
Yeah, your friend Jake.
No,
it was Jake, right?
He wouldn't dare.
Bro, this guy has like he's probably like 220 when he's out of camp and he's built. Have you seen his legs?
Yeah, he's huge.
I'm cut right now. When I'm cut, I'm like 170. I appreciate having two functional knees. You know what I mean? Do you understand how fighting works? Weight classes?
What if it was like to the thigh? Like, it would just leave like a big bruise. I don't think it would like.
Yeah, for only 2 weeks. It would be perfect to have my leg this size for 2 weeks.
That's a fair trade.
I mean, if I punch him, there's going to be no kick, Andrew.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is you're claiming it's gonna hurt him, so it's a fair trade.
people are like dying for this to happen. Phil Haws leg kicking Magic on Twitter live.
Yeah, has to be welterweight probably.
Andrew, if you get a free shot, you can put anyone down. Not anyone, but
thanks,
especially if you don't see the shot without a glove. Yeah. If I got Ngannou with the right shot, somebody's opening my door. I have to speak because people are sleeping. Yeah, that was.
What time is it right now? 2?
Yeah, 2 a.m. I'm serious when I say that I think I could put him down with a free shot. I'm not saying I want to punch him or anything. Like, the list of people that want to fight me in the United States, it's very long already. When I finally go here, I hope you are taking up boxing again because you have to stand up for me when that happens. It's going to be us versus 20 people.
I'm going to be like, all right, look, if he could knock out Phil Haws with one shot, all you guys have to leave us alone. Then
I hope you have a lot of guns or something.
I can't say that on a stream. It's a great idea.
Oh, I forgot the degen parlay. I played Joseph the ugly man Holmes by submission, Jandiroba by submission, and Aliskerov by knockout for the limit, which was shit, to win 10k. 98 to win 10k. The easiest 10k you've ever going to make in your fucking life. It's going to be so funny when Phil Haws is winning 8 minutes of that fight, and then Aliskerov like partially touches him with a jab, and Phil Haws start breakdancing in the middle of the octagon.
I did
Of
say
course, I
it.
was right. Like, when have I been wrong?
This is Andrew's take. Phil Haws, if he dies, it will not be funny.
Yeah, I bet Aliskerov inside. What do you mean? I'll probably be in your DM saying, I told you, I fucking told you, you're a bum, I told you.
I'm gonna be like, early stoppage. He was giving the thumbs up.
It's like when he gets hit, it's not only that he gets hurt, it's almost like his cardio disappears. It's something magical. He starts falling by himself. It's crazy. It's one of the craziest things I've ever seen. He's almost like Amir Khan.
I know why you don't. I know why. It just clicked for me. I realized why you don't like him.
Why?
Because he knocked out Malkoon.
Oh, he did. That's true. Maybe my subconscious is, always root for the Mamba. We need that. We need that rematch. We need to clear that name. Yeah.
He would do the same thing. It's not like Malkoon.
What do you mean, bro? If they fight, like I think that there is a bigger chance Malkoon knocks him out than the other way, and I'm dead serious.
That's ridiculous.
I will bet Cody Garbrandt against Phil Haws.
That's funny. All right.
I hope that happens.
Last words? What?
If he was to fight Malkoon again, Malkoon is going to be what? Plus 125, plus 150?
Oh my! I would max that.
That's the best, the first 30 unit bet in history.
That's ridiculous.
Don't you think Garbrandt will put him down with a free shot?
No, I don't know.
Garbrandt, one free shot on Phil Haws with the right hand? I think so. Bro, you have not been punched a lot, I can tell.
No, I haven't been. I don't plan on it either.
Well, you never know. Life's rough.
Yeah, it is. Always got to be prepared.
It's going to be crazy when I finally go to the States and we go watch an event and someone tries to sucker punch me and I like dodge and you are right behind me and you get hit flash. So yeah, no more questions. Talk now or be silent forever because Andrew wants to go. Are you down in Florida now?
No, I'm back because I'm going.
Oh, this is your other house. I see the painting.
Mm-hmm.
The skyline from New York.
That's right. Good eye.
What do you think about the Jets, Andrew?
I think they're going to compete this year, which will be nice because they usually don't.
I think it's going to be like no in between, one of these. Like complete epic failure. In fourth week, Aaron Rodgers is already fighting with half the team, gets assaulted by Garrett Wilson or something, and the other scenario is they make a run at the Super Bowl or something. I don't think they are going to go like 9-8. You know what I mean? Or whatever.
Yeah. It'll probably be the first one you said, just judging based off of the fact that they're a cursed franchise.
Yeah, they are going to pay Randall Cobb $4 million. $4 million a year. Why don't you go there? Catch some balls from Aaron. Maybe $500K. If Cobb is for $4 million a year, you are for sure $500K a year. Wide receiver Andrew Gomba. You will be tight end, right?
I'd be what?
Tight end, like Travis Kelce.
Tight end? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you are more I like more stocky guy. Or maybe a fullback, probably a fullback.
They're all like 6'6" though. That's the issue.
Yeah, it's crazy when you see the NFL and you are like, I watch it and I'm like, for example, this guy Pacheco from the Chiefs, the running back. I like, look at this guy. He's like a fucking hobbit. That guy is taller than me, and he looks like a hobbit on the field.
Yeah, they're all massive.
Yeah, not a lot of questions today. I think my friends are watching us, but they don't say anything. At least one of them. One of these episodes, I'm going to have one of my friends here.
Yeah, you should.
Like shamelessly, but one with really bad English. And he's going to have his pick and maybe give some baseball picks or something. Funny guy. He'll do it for sure. He's insane.
Damn.
We should have Jake too, your friend Jake. He can do that trick where he hits a coin live.
That was insane.
This is becoming a classic. I didn't mind for this to be a classic. It's easy. Molly talks like she's always constipated. You know what I mean? And when you are going to talk, it's like you just have to do normal, but talk like with your throat, like, come on, Patrick, get him, lad. It's easy to do.
That's funny.
Come on, the lads.
All right, ready?
Yeah, I mean, nothing else to talk about. We are going to win so much money this Saturday.
I like that.
I mean,
like
at least one of us.
I like that.
Come on, the lads.
All right, see you guys next week. Tune in Saturday. Tune in Saturday. I was gonna say tune in next week, but tune in Saturday also. See you.
There's one tomorrow, right?
What?
One FC. Dimitri's fighting. Yeah. Oh, Andrew doesn't take one. Okay, bye.
That's out of my scope of services.
Soldich is fighting, Andrew.
Yeah, I'll be sure to watch that one. Peace.